Hey folks, Keith with 93 Lumber coming back at you with another beer. This is King Brewery. This is a beer that I picked up. I'm not sure if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know, but I don't know if I said anything in any of my videos. I had to go to Indiana last week for work, and I grabbed some beers while I was there. I didn't get to go to any breweries specifically. This has a local, this had a local location to where I was, but this place has a bunch of locations, and they're from they're from Indianapolis, Indiana, and Sarasota, Florida. So I assume that I know they have several locations in Indiana. I'm assuming they have some in Florida, or at least one in Florida. But yeah, I went to a liquor store and grabbed a few different beers. But this is King Brewery. This is their Wee Mac Scottish style ale. Wee Mac Scottish style ale is an enticing and malty brown ale with caramel, cocoa, and hazelnut character balanced with toffee undertones. Scottish style ale. It doesn't have the ABV on here, but when I was looking it up, I believe because I did look at breweries that were out there. And I think the only reason I remember this was because I thought it was kind of a lower ABV for a Scottish ale, Scottish style ale. But I believe it said 5.3%. So yeah. And then it's best by 11/14/23. And today is October 19th. So still got a month on this. Full transparency. I did drink a can of this in the hotel room after I bought it, because I was planning on doing a review, and then I realized that I didn't have any glassware of any kind that I could review a beer in. So that is why I did not do that. Yeah, that is nice, like reddish amber color. Definitely red. A little orange in there, maybe. Well, yeah, I guess amber is like reddish orange or whatever. But yeah, definitely leaning on the red side of that. That is 3/4 half finger ish of a tannish cream, maybe colored head. It's a pretty reminds me of like almost nitro kind of similar. Let's see what it smells like. I'm getting a maltiness and a little bit of sweetness, but it's very subtle. And like I want to say it's like a breadiness. Maybe a little bit of a nuttiness. Yeah. It also just came out of the fridge because I was like, I got home a little late because I had to stop on my way home for a few things, and then I had to eat, then I had to shower, so I didn't think of the beer that I wanted to wanted to drink tonight, so I literally just took this out of the fridge. So that might be why it's not giving me much of anything. Yeah. It's a little bit bigger, but pretty much the same thing what I was getting. So let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. Did I say cheers after I said let's see what it smells like? Definitely nutty. Yeah. I remember I like this. And it does have Scottish ale vibes, but it's different. It's a bit different than other Scottish style ales I've had. And that's what I remember from because I drank it out of the can and in the room, and I remember thinking this doesn't really remind me of a Scottish ale or a Scottish style ale, but I do enjoy it. So getting the same kind of vibe from the same beer, just in a glass. Yeah. The sweetness in this, the way the sweetness comes across reminds me of a Scottish style ale. But then you get that, like, but then it's like, because there's like a textural thing a little bit in here. And it kind of tastes like there's like actual like cocoa powder in here. Like not a ton, but like with the texture, and you do get a little bit of like the chocolate thing. It's weird. Yeah, because I did 2 beers this evening. This is the second one, and the one I did before this was Oddbird's Nut Brown Ale. And this is very similar to that, except I was getting a little bit of a coffee thing. I guess that coffee thing's a little bit in here. But the cocoa thing, the chocolate thing, it kind of takes the place of the coffee thing. I guess coffee and chocolate can come off similar too, depending on what it is. But this tastes very similar to that Nut Brown Ale. It's just sweeter. Much sweeter. Well, I guess not much sweeter, because this isn't super sweet. But yeah. Yeah. You get that, I guess it's toffee and caramel, because you get that sweetness up front, and then it leads into that nutty thing. The chocolate comes in a little bit in between that, in between those two things. It's kind of weird because like the first thing I get is like just kind of like almost nothing, just like a maltiness that whatever that isn't like Hey, what the hell? Come on. Sorry about that. Yeah, the first thing you get. Yeah. It's kind of weird because it's like you get that maltiness, but the sweetness kind of builds in that first thing. So like at the front, it's not that sweet, and then it goes up a little bit, and then it continues chocolate thing, nutty dryness, whatever. I mean, it's pretty good. I like it. I kind of chugged it a little bit. So, yeah. So, this is the one and only beer I've had from this brewery. So yeah. Definitely not bad. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. I hope you're doing well. Taking care of yourselves, taking care of each other. You can like this video if you'd like to. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can follow me on Instagram at 93lumber. That's spelled out 93lumber. And we will see you in the next one. Cheers.